Yo, what is up guys? Red here. Today I'm going to show you my warm-up routine before I start playing competitive to make sure my aim is crisp. We can get those nice little one taps. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen them in the videos. Firstly, I'm going to show you guys the settings and crosshair because you guys keep asking me for this. Currently, the in-game sensitivity that I'm rocking is 0.244 cents, 800 DPI on the mouse. Here is the general, graphic quality, and stats tab if you guys wish to pause and go through them and want to copy the exact settings. And the most important part, the current crosshair that I'm rocking. I love this crosshair. I'm going to keep it for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoy it, honestly. With that all out of the way, let's go into the practice range because this is where we're going to be starting our warm-up. I don't use any third-party softwares like AimLabs or Kovacs, by the way. I just use the practice range and deathmatch for my Valorant warm-up. Once you spawn into the range, buy a sheriff from the shop, hit F3 for the settings menu, and just make sure you have infinite ammo on and the speed is easy on the bots, and then hit done. And you're pretty much ready to begin. All you're gonna do here after pressing start is aim down the middle here at the column and just start reacting to where the bots are spawning. Place your crosshair over the head and shoot. Your goal here should be not to really miss any shots. Take your time and like really focus in to making sure your crosshair is placed on the head. Look how much time the game gives you here to ensure you get that one tap. Once you're getting good at this, I recommend starting to warm up with movement incorporated. A standing target is very easy to hit, but if your movement's really good in this game, you're going to be hard to duel and you're going to end up winning most gunfights just literally by having good movement. So incorporate it into the warm-up, and you're going to be using it in deathmatch anyways later, so you might as well get started in the range. When I'm done killing the 30 bots here, what I'll do is the exact same thing, but move it up a level to medium. Now, this is where it's actually going to get pretty hard, especially using a sheriff, because the sheriff is, first of all, a very hard gun to use, but on medium, the bots will give you, a fraction of the time. Don't be discouraged if the bot despawns before shooting it. I still like to ensure that my crosshair is where the bot's head was. You will be slow at first, but you will be so surprised how much progress you will make if you do this literally every day before you start playing the game. Just a couple of sessions of these and you will see the insane improvement you will make. So once I'm finishing up with the medium bot run, I'm feeling pretty nice already, but what I'm going to do is one more thing, 50 bots on strafe. Now, I love this mode because there's no time limit on how fast you have to kill the bot, which means you can take as much time in the world as you want to put the crosshair over their head and take the shot. I'll do this for 50 bots with a Guardian because the Guardian is going to one-shot the head from any range. And what I'd like to do is just sort of track the bot's head with the crosshair a little bit before shooting them, just for the first like 20 maybe. This tracking helps you so much because it gives you some sort of discipline to aim for the head and then shoot before doing it the other way around. And the reason I use the Guardian is because you can't just spray and take like bursts in the general direction of the head. You're really forcing yourself to aim at the head and then take the shot. The Guardian is a beautiful weapon for aim training, and I encourage a lot of people to use it in their aim training, as well as the sheriff, of course. When you're done shooting the 50 bots, you're pretty much done with the range, and it's time to take this to the next level. I'm going to spill some secret sauce on the boys here and give you a nice little method I use in deathmatch to make my aim crispy clean. This little method's called the Miyagi Method. I made it on stream with my chat pretty much, and a lot of people have told me it's just given great results, so I'm quickly going to show you what it is and how I go about playing deathmatch to improve my aim. Now, when I spawn in, I do not buy a Phantom or a Vandal right away. I buy the Guardian and the Deagle, just like the training range. These two guns, again, very little room for error. You must aim for the head and get that head tap. Now, for the first part of the deathmatch, I'd say halfway through, all I'm doing is tracking players' heads with my gun out and just moving. That's it. That's what the Miyagi Method is. You just track heads at the beginning of the deathmatch. If the enemies just gave up like that yoru did, you can just go ahead and tap them. But for the better part of this, you're just going to stay disciplined, put that crosshair on their head. Yes, you will die a lot because you're not shooting back at them. The sole purpose of this is literally just to help you aim train. Disclaimer, boys, deathmatch is not a competition. If you get first, you don't get a cookie. You're literally here to just warm up your aim for comp. The whole point of this is to discipline yourself and make yourself comfortable with forcing yourself to aim at the enemy's head and then shooting, instead of just pressing crouch, holding spray, and hoping for the best, which is what most people do. But yeah, after some time, I track players' heads with just the sheriff or the guardian out. I'll actually start to shoot the players with the guns. What you're going to notice is you're instantly going to start tapping more heads because you've trained yourself and disciplined yourself to just hold off on not shooting until you've connected your crosshair with the head. And you'll only get faster the more and more you practice it and do it. When I'm starting to feel a little more comfortable, I'm going to go to the Vandal instead of the Guardian because I know that I've disciplined myself enough to not just start crouch spraying and missing everything, and just start going for those one-tap headshots. By the way, 2 huge tips I can give you for deathmatch. Try to not pull your knife out and spam it because this bad habit is gonna go into your comp games. And for people who are newer to the game and kind of beginning, don't use the right click on your mouse or aiming down the sights as it's known in the game, because this 1 lowers your fire rate and 2 makes your movement slower. Both of those things make you an easier kill, and you're probably gonna lose the duel if you do this. It's a very niche thing and you shouldn't be using it unless you're trying to be very accurate from a far range, like with the Vandal, for example. But yeah, before I play my first game of the day, I'll just do this pretty much maybe for 1 or 2 death matches. It really depends. Some days you'll actually pick it up faster, some days you'll pick it up slower, but you should be doing this every day, and maybe just do a 1 hour long deathmatch session to see how insane you can get with this method. It's helped a lot of people, and I hope it helps you guys. And that is pretty much my warm-up routine of how I get some nice crispy aim to ensure I don't play like a potato in my ranked games. A few closing thoughts before I end the video. Remember that deathmatch is not about who can frag the most. It's all about getting in there to just warm up your aim and feeling comfortable when you go into a ranked game. People take it way too seriously sometimes, and I do not know why. Just try to ignore them and do your thing, you know what I mean? If you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, let me know below and by leaving a like and subscribing. If you guys want to see more content, thank you again for 100,000 subs. For those of you who stayed till the end, here's my night market, and I'm going to leave you with a saucy clip that's going to be in the next video. Peace out, guys.
104 raise on safe. 104 raise on safe. Nice.
Long, nice.
Oh, shit.
Pretend you're training your aim. See if you can hit the subscribe button in 1 swift motion with your mouse and a left click.